Welcome to Chapter 3 of our series, Build Apps Without Code, the No-Code Revolution. In this episode titled, Websites That Work, Building with Webflow and Card, we're going to explore how these powerful tools can help you create stunning websites without writing a single line of code. So, whether you're a budding entrepreneur or just looking to showcase your passion project, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Your next website will probably never see a line of code. Yet most small business sites still take weeks and thousands of dollars to launch. Today, let's drop into 3 moments: a startup sprinting to launch, a freelancer on a budget, and a creator testing an idea overnight. Webflow and Card give all 3 of those people a shortcut, but in very different ways. Webflow is built for when your site has to do more: dynamic content, rich animations, multi-page funnels, membership areas, complex layouts, and scale. Think 50-plus pages, 10,000-plus CMS items, multiple editors, and tight design control. It's closer to a visual front-end framework than a template tool. Card leans the opposite way: extreme speed. You can go from 0 to a polished, mobile-ready page in under 30 minutes, then ship 10 variations for A/B tests in a single afternoon. Card Pro Lite starts at $9 a year, making it cheaper than a month of hosting elsewhere. Across both, you still get baseline essentials, SSL, CDN, forms, without extra plugins or ops work, so you can invest your time in copy, offers, and iteration instead of infrastructure. Here's the real decision. Are you building something you'll keep evolving for 6 to 24 months, or something you might throw away next week? Long-life projects, content libraries, documentation hubs, lead engines benefit from Webflow structure, collections, reusable components, and granular control over classes. For example, a publishing team posting 5 articles a week will hit 260 posts a year. That's where a CMS that scales cleanly actually matters. Short-life projects, single offers, time-boxed campaigns, validation pages fit Card's bias toward publish first, refine later, with almost no setup overhead. When you zoom in on the day-to-day work, the Webflow versus Card choice often comes down to 3 things: how often you'll change the site, who's editing it, and how data-heavy it is. Start with editing patterns. If you're updating a page once a quarter, you don't need much structure. A coach tweaking their offer every 90 days can happily live inside Card's simple editor. But if you're touching content every week, say a team adding 3 new case studies and 2 blog posts, or a SaaS marketer spinning up 4 campaign pages per month, the underlying system matters. Webflow's separate content layer becomes a force multiplier once you're managing 30, 40, 80-plus pages that share layouts but differ in content. Next, look at who actually logs in. A solo founder who's both designing and writing? Either platform works. A small org where 1 designer, 2 marketers, and a copywriter all need access is different. Webflow's role controls and per-page permissions reduce "who broke the layout" moments once you pass even 3 regular collaborators. If you expect your team to grow from 1 to 5 people touching the site in the next year, that future friction is worth factoring in today. Then there's data shape. A Card page with 1 form, 3 sections, and a Stripe button can validate a new offer with 100 visitors this weekend. But if your content starts to look like a spreadsheet, columns for author, category, tags, publish date, hero image, SEO title, you're in structured content territory. That's where Webflow's collections shine. You define those fields once and reuse them across archives, landing pages, and search, instead of duplicating work 20 times. Cost and risk also diverge over time. Launching 5 experiments in Card at $19 a year for a mid-tier plan means each test effectively costs under $4 in platform fees. In contrast, a single Webflow site at a higher tier might run $20 to $40 a month, but if that site is handling 2,000 to 10,000 visits, 50-plus leads, and multiple revenue streams, the per-lead cost quickly becomes trivial compared to the control you gain. A B2B SaaS team might math out a 12-month content calendar, 4 product pages, 36 blog posts, 18 case studies, 12 webinar recaps, 8 comparison pages, 78 distinct URLs. If each new piece takes 45 minutes to style manually, that's 58 hours of layout work a year. Shift that into structured content and reusable components, and you could cut layout time to 10 minutes per item, saving roughly 45 hours you can spend on better research, offers, and distribution instead. Now, contrast that with a solo creator running 9 experiments this quarter. 3 lead magnets, 3 low-ticket offers, 3 partner promos. If each page takes 25 minutes to spin up and another 10 to tweak after feedback, that's under 6 hours total to test 9 ideas. Even if only 2 of those pages convert above 5%, you've quickly learned which messaging resonates, which audience segments respond, and which channels justify deeper investment before committing to a larger build. Treat your site as an asset, not a brochure. Over the next 12 months, plan for specific upgrades tied to metrics. For example, add 3 A/B tested hero variants once we hit 1,000 visits per month, or layer in 2 to 3 personalized sections after 200 leads. As AI helpers mature, expect layout drafts to drop from 90 minutes to 15. Your job shifts from clicking in the builder to deciding what to test next and when to graduate from a one-page build to a structured system. As you scale, set thresholds that trigger tool changes instead of guessing. For example, when a page passes 3,000 monthly visits, commit to 2 to 3 CRO tests. When your list hits 1,000 subscribers, standardize branding across at least 5 touchpoints. Once you're running 15+ simultaneous offers, centralize tracking so each URL has a clear owner. Try this experiment. Open Webflow and Cards side by side and build the same simple landing page in both. Headline, subheadline, one call to action button, and a short About section. In Webflow, lean into CMS collections or interactions, like a subtle hover animation on buttons. And in Card, force yourself to finish the whole page in under 45 minutes using only its built-in blocks. Then share both links with 3 people in your target audience and ask them just 2 questions. Which one would you trust more? And which one made it clearer what to do next? Finally, pick your platform for the next 30 days based purely on which link got clearer, more confident responses. This was Owl Up, your daily step forward. To keep learning with structured courses and more insights, go to owlup.co. Until tomorrow.